The seagulls follow trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.
Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Talking nonsense. So I thought, no, enough's enough. Why should I put up with that? Don't back down, double down. Don't back down, double down.
Yes, impromptu Championship Manager stream after the success of last night. I was just had a wee itch tonight, you know that. I just thought, why not? Why not get back behind the wheel, boys? It's a Thursday night. What's everyone else going to be doing on a school night in some form of lockdown or whatever it is right now? And you know, everyone probably detoxing from Christmas and New Year. I thought, why not get behind the wheel, back behind the mic, get in the Celtic dugout and hop into the bus, take myself back to 2001, 2002 and see if we can do the unthinkable and have some success in Europe with Martin O'Neill's slightly tweaked now amazing squad. Comments flying in already. Good to have you all with us, as always. As always. Terry Robson. Hiya, Bhoycie. Monty. Evening then. Unexpected, Monty. I know. Nice one, Ross. Just got to keep people happy, mate. You know that, Monty. The green machine for E-Tims wants to know if this buzz goes to Yoker, Russell. I don't know who the green machine for E-Tims is, but I quite like reading these blogs. So, yeah, we can go to Yoker and pick him up anytime he likes. Absolutely. I can relate to that itch after a few good performances. Adam, that was it, mate. We were on such a roll last night. I thought tonight, am I really going to do anything else but wish I was playing CMO 102 as Celtic manager? No. And doing it with all you guys. It's just good fun. Catholic Rebels in. Happening, bro. Happening, mate. How are you? Brown, no, it doesn't. Apparently, it doesn't go to Yoker. That's Monty laying down the law. I noticed Philip DeMarco is banned from Twitter. I hope you're not thinking that was anything to do with me, mate. Although it was. Nah, I'm only kidding. Paul Cockwell, hello, my Celtic friends. Paul Cockwell, a resident high B. Good evening to you, Paul. Brilliant to have you all with us. Now, where were we? We are in the Scottish Cup third round, and we got drawn with my hometown team, Stirling Albion. This is where I went in my youth to go watch. It was the Beanos at Fourth Bank. Some great memories there with my dad. It was brilliant times. And then obviously once you go to Celtic Park, that's it. There's no looking back. No offence to Fourth Bank. I believe it's won awards for its pitch recently, if anything. Albeit they're, far too... They should be a bigger club than what they are. Still in the bottom league. I find that when I supported them, they used to be like a yo-yo team between like Division 2 and Division 1, or League 1 and the Championship, it would be called now, but a fallen giant, shall we say. Kenny, evening, Russell, nice one. Everyone's loving the impromptu Champ Man stream. Paul McFarlane's in. Yes, mate, good evening to you. Good evening, passengers. Hail, hail. I love it. I love it. Adam Beanie Smith still wants to see another Japanese signing. He wants me to turn into Ange Postecoglou. He's wanting me to bring in Nakata from, I think he's at Parma. He was born in 1978. I know that much. But I can't think what club he plays for. But we will investigate it, Adam, just for you. Don't you worry about that. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, Philip. If I'm bringing up comments too quickly. You and Molly, mate, I hope you patch up your differences. Right, here we go then. The Beano's at home in 3 days. We're still on, as the opening banner suggests. We could still win a quadruple. We're top of the league. We're semi-finals of the League Cup. We are third round Scottish Cup against a third division team, or League 2 if you prefer. And we're in the UEFA Cup with a Battle of Britain tie to come up tonight, hopefully, against Ipswich Town. If I can rattle through enough fixtures, we will get to do the Battle of Britain tonight. And that has been a bit of a pull for me to come on tonight. I'm not going to lie. The thought of school in Ipswich Town and George Burley is just too tempting. Good vibes, Red Scotland saying about Maeda. Can't wait to see it. We cannot wait. It is exciting times. Robert Laidlaw's back in as well. Yes, mate. Bhoycie with a thumbs up. A thumbs up back to you. And I hope you're good, Robert. Right, Adam Beanie's still going on about Nakata. Get him on the shortlist pronto. Right, all right. Let's have a look here. He's at Parma. Well, add him to the shortlist. He's not had an impressive season at Parma, though. They used to be one heck of a team. Marco Di Vaio. Wow, what a player. Always liked him as well. Anyway, I'm getting distracted already. This is what happens when you play this game. You just take wee trips down memory lane. You see a squad that you're an iconic team. I mean, remember the 98-99 version, I think, of the game. And Parma then, Veron, Crespo, Thuram. Oh, what a team. What a team. There's a few more. You can hit me in the comments if you can remember the other ones. Naka and Nakata. Yeah, I get it. It's fair, Adam, what you're saying. Pato says Ipswich Town actually sent a scout to watch you, but well done, mate. How did the performance go that you put in? Were they impressed? I hope they were. I'd been impressed, Pato. Russell, why is there a blow-up sheep in the boot space of the bus? It's a good question, and it's one that Philip DeMarco will need to answer for you. I'm picking on you now, Philip. I'm only jesting. It's mine. It is mine. Chiesa, yeah, he was in that Parma team as well, wasn't he? But yeah, it was fighting in that team. Cannavaro at the back as well. Mental how good they were. Absolutely mental. Right. Red Scotland's taking ownership of the blow-up sheep, so that's fair. That's fair. I like honesty on the bus at all times. So it's good to know we've got people stepping up and taking ownership of said sheep. I love the bus. This is great. Right. Henrik, I think we can give Henrik the night off. What do you reckon? Or the day off? Sutty, you've got to get the day off as well. Hartson, I'm putting you through your paces. We need someone recognised there. I'm not even going to put Henrik in the squad. I think he's done enough this season. Mark Kerr definitely deserves another start. We've all been pretty happy with his contribution so far. Who's in there with Naka? Does Naka need to play? Yeah, he's got a work permit. So you've got to, as well in the game, they've got to play 75% of their matches if they're on a work permit if you want to renew their contract. So we'll keep an eye on that. Monty's suggesting Berbatov. It's an interesting one. I don't know how good he is in this. I never really signed him, but it would be quite cool to see if you could get us tune out of him, wouldn't it? He's unknown. Will we put in a cheeky bounce? I'm in a good mood tonight. You know that. Let's do it. Let's do it. In comes Neil Yelland. He's called, if you like your championship manager, he's called CM on the Rocks. And he's wanting Petkov in to play beside Petrov alongside Naka and Nakata. I like what you're doing there, Rox. I like it. I like it. Good to have you on the show as well, as always, mate. Absolute legend. Right, let's do it. I think we'll stick with Sheatus in goals. He's not been too Sheatus so far. Relatively low-key start from him, unlike Big Jersey, who I thought was going to be my saving grace. Yeah, good shout, Brown Warrior. You're absolutely right in what you're saying. Cannavaro, Puyol proved that I'm spitting everywhere. Proved that centre-backs don't need to be 6'9". You're absolutely right. See Cameron Carter-Vickers as a prime example. Totally get that as well. Just so you know as well, we are back on tomorrow, the Double Doon show. So we'll be doing the usual Celtic debate. I want to make that clear. It's not just like a quiz show, do you know what I mean? We just throw a wee quiz in at the end to, you know, basically to stump whatever guest we have on. And tomorrow, Liam Collo is the guest. Our youngest probably, you know, passenger on the bus at 22. So it'll be good fun to take the mickey out of him a wee bit with the quiz. And I'm looking forward to catching up with him and talking Celtic, because he usually makes some good points in the comments, to be fair. So I'll bring my A game for that, and we'll have some good Friday night Celtic chat, as well as a wee bit of fun at the end with a quiz. If we're signing Berbatov before the deadline shuts, we may as well make it a double with Nakata. You've got a poster of him in your wall, Adam. I'm telling you, mate. I am telling you. Red Scotland, I agree. Franco Baresi also proved that you don't need height. Totally agree. Random person, finally caught you live. Hopefully you've switched to a 3 at the back formation, as it rocks on this version of CM, the 3-4-1-2. Yes, mate, it does. But for whatever reason, we were having good joy on last night's stream with this, so I am going to stick to it. Yep, Lillian Thuram, yep, at Parma, he was there. What a team that really was. Absolutely outstanding. And Teresa Lyle, brilliant to have you with us again, Teresa. And you do enjoy the Double Doon show. It's good crack. I think so too. We never take ourselves too seriously on the bus, and that is key. You know, this is not the news at 10. Daniel Hughes, evening, Bhoycie. Good evening to you. How much is Paul in, says Brown Warrior? I don't know, mate. However much his pension, you know, pays him, I would imagine. He must be a fair age. Kidding on, I don't know what age he is. 1967 he was born, so he'd be about 34, 35. We're quite well equipped in that area of the park, though, to be fair. I mean, I don't think we need anyone else in for that role, although he is a good player in this. Sam Glass comes in. Yes, Sam, old school pal. He'll be gutted that I'm beating Stirling Albion just like I am. But it's got to be done, Sam. And he's saying Ivan Cordoba was class. Yeah, he's at Inter Milan. What a player. Colombian centre-back. My wife says size doesn't matter. Well, Paul, again, honesty. This is the honesty bus tonight. I like it. And don't excuse my Scottish impression. Where are you from, Teresa? Teresa Lyle. Lyle sounds like a Scottish surname, is it not? Sounds fairly Scottish to me. Oh, you know, is everyone feeling fit? I think we'll just roll with this team to the end, won't we? 3-1. The Albion got their token goal. Antonio Benarivo, Philip DeMarco, with a surname like that, you certainly do know your random Italian players. Who was it last night? Pecchia, you were talking about. Paul McFarlane's loving the extra time stream tonight, Russell. Extra time stream, yeah, you could call it that. Let's double down with the crack, Bhoycie. You know it, mate. You know it. Ryan Kelly's in. Evening all. This is good. This is good. Oh, and another news. I think we've got a sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not Manscaped. So there you go. We have been approached by a company. I'll not give too much away yet. We'll do a wee announcement. But yes, there is a wee sponsor which is going to help the channel sort of, you know, there's obviously costs and all that. And I earn a humble wage, let's be honest, right? In real life. So, in real life, you know what I mean? So, it's a big help getting to put some sort of clothing brand on there. It's not pretty green or anything, don't get me wrong. But who knows, if they aim high, they may well get there. Feed the Bear, Bhoycie's on. You know it, Feed the Bear. You know it. Kieran McGugan comes in. Yes, Kieran, good to have you on the show. Bang on with the CM streams, Russell. I like to see it mixed in with the Celtic. Well, yeah, because it's good to do the wee sort of nostalgia trip as well. And I think, you know, we've had some like mad debates already talking about who from Angie's team would get in Martin O'Neill's team. We were talking the other night about missed out signings because obviously Celtic missed out in the likes of Rivaldo in this sort of era because O'Neill wanted to trial him. We missed out on Amoroso, the striker, remember, for Dortmund, De La Pena. So we had a good chat about players that we've missed out on. And that's been good fun too. So, yes, we just try and keep it as sort of as Celtic orientated as possible, whilst having a bit of fun with the game. God, I'm haggling over 300 grand. I can't help it. Is Pretty Green not owned by Ashley now? See, if they are, then I'm 100% getting them to sponsor us. Don't you worry, we'll make it a mission. Mike Ashley sponsoring the bus. You couldn't write it. It's not Vagisil. But yeah, anyone can send me freebies. Good guess, it's not Ann Summers. Imagine if I was, marketing that. Jeez, oh. As long as the sponsor's no Parks of Hamilton, I'm all for it. It's not. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm quite excited. It's a football-related clothing company as well. So actually, the tie-in's really good. And I like the fact it's original. And it's not something you're going to see on any of the other pods, which I think is pretty cool. No, that's not me saying anything bad about the other pods. You just want to be a wee bit different sometimes, don't you? Such as the Championship Manager streams. And in comes John Duncan saying, this is a wee surprise. Hi, Bhoycie. Good evening, John. And it is a wee surprise tonight. Just last night, we were on such a high. Everyone was in a good mood. And I thought, what else am I going to do tonight? And what else is the rest of the passengers going to do without the bus? Sit at the stop all night? What's the point? Let's just get on the bus. Let's have some fun. Martin O'Neill, famously sacked by Celtic after winning a treble. He's now been appointed at Chelsea. I shudder the thought of that. Remember that O'Neill, I wonder if you remember this, Martin O'Neill had provisionally agreed to go to Leeds United, didn't he? After his first season at Celtic, or his second season, one of the two. And then he changed his mind. Someone can verify that in the comments. Pato, is it Castore? Nah, I'm the one wearing hoodies that, the label's falling off and that, mate. Do you know what I mean? They end up spelling like Bhoycie bus wrong, you know what I mean? They end up saying like Bhoycie car or something like that. Connor McCann, he's back on live for the first time in a while. How you keeping? Mate, I'm electric. How are you? Good to have you on the bus, Connor. I love this, mate. I love him. I'm glad that you could be back on live as well because, everyone's welcome on the bus. It's a bit of a blow with John Hartson picking up a knock in the Scottish Cup against a bottom division team. When Martin O'Neill left after season 5, though, remember, Brown Warrior, he was, after first season or second season, he was going to go to Leeds United. Get some t-shirts made up with the Bhoycie and Wenger bus made up for the troops to buy. I know, mate. I'm loath to do that whole merchandise things because, that way I don't want to feel like I'm cashing in off views. If it makes any money, I'd like it to be from like the stream views and ads and stuff like that. That's not going to cost the viewer. But hey, if folk want a t-shirt with the Bhoycie bus on it, enough folk want it, then of course we'll get that sorted. I hope you like Fruit of the Loom, Feed the Bear. My favourite clothing brand. In fact, I think this hoodie I'm wearing's Fruit of the Loom. This, I don't know if you can read it. Can you see it? That was my old pub, the Crooked Arm. So we got hoodies made up. And we sort of sold them to the punters and I would wear them behind the bar and stuff. It was all good. Red Scotland says he never realised that with O'Neill. It's worth a Google. It is worth a Google. But yeah, Leeds United wanted him big time. I'm not sure if it was season 1 or 2. Pato says O'Neill denied the Leeds story. Doesn't mean it's not true though. Doesn't mean you would deny it if you stayed, wouldn't you? Did Steven Gerrard not deny the Chelsea thing at one point, Not that we're comparing the two. Martin O'Neill is absolute hero of mine. Even when he speaks now, there's just a glint in his eye, a twinkle in his eye. He's just a clever, clever man. And he spoke very well as manager of Celtic as well. I think he defended our corner, like in the right way, and I think Lennon, for all his faults, wanted to kind of follow in that mould, but just couldn't. He couldn't do it with the same, I don't know how you say, the same measured sort of approach, the same cutting style. He was too aggressive with it. O'Neill lost his shit a couple of times, but, always rightfully so, if you ask me. Yeah, my Albie's back fit, and I dare not play Big Johan for Rohan because he would kill me. Right, how much do you want in a week? Oh, it's a small wage increase. We'll do it. We'll do it for you, Johan. There's a wee goal bonus as well. Would that have been after David O'Leary? Yes, I think that's when it was, Connor. Philip DeMarco, he's coming in to clarify the story. He went to see that cowboy Ridsdale and signed a bit of paper saying he would go because Celtic waited and waited to offer him a new deal. I knew there was something like that because O'Neill went on to a rolling contract, didn't he, eventually? And, Peter Longwell, haggling with O'Neill, you don't do that. And Kyogo, I effing love you. It's the way Martin O'Neill spoke to class. I agree with that, by the way. I think he just had a mad way where he was being really like cutting and, to the point, but said in such a nice, calm, measured style. Some of these classic moments, with Adrian Childs, and he just was waiting on him. And the other one was Robbie Williams. I don't know if you have seen that. YouTube it. Martin O'Neill, Robbie Williams. It is golden. Obviously, check it once we've finished the bus journey, though. Don't be leaving us to watch it now. Pato says Martin O'Neill had a law degree. Did not know that. Did not know that. Stephen Thompson, he misses the old Crook days. Stephen, I miss you, mate. They were good days. Good to have you with us, though, mate. And thanks for all the likes and shares on Facebook and stuff I have been noticing. And I do appreciate it, mate. I hope the family's well. Nice one. O'Neill was always on a rolling contract. See, I don't know if he was always on a rolling contract. I think he might have signed a rolling contract after his first season or something. Just, maybe my memory's playing tricks on me. Sutton in with the goals again. I tell you what, he's pushing 30 goals already. Another goal today. Oh, and he's done it! 30 goals before February from Big Sutty. Oh, what a legend. Mark Anthony. He's took over from Naka on penalties. Right the new. Someone needs to check this out. 4-0 against the Highbees at half-time. Sorry, Paul Cockwell. We can see you sneaking out. Only kidding. O'Neill said he signed a statement of intent. I'm getting flashbacks of a certain Eddie Howe. Ooh. I don't think O'Neill bottled it, though. Eddie Howe, definitely. With hindsight, he bottled the Celtic job, didn't he? On the first anniversary of your pod, hire a double-decker and kit it out like the Bhoycie bus. We will all be there. Mad plans not far away from that. I've got, Paul. Are we allowed to talk about the old, says Kevin Layden, the old Crook days on here? Of course we can, mate, as long as we don't go too far. But yes, we can. Of course, it's a nostalgia trip. So the Crook, that was the pub I used to run. And there was some wild times, as I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, Robert, happy birthday, mate. 30th of January 2002. How old would you have been? Or if we're saying we are on the 30th of January 2002, how old are you today, mate? And congratulations. Happy birthday. 4-0 at half-time. We are cruising. Not sure I like Anthony taking over from Naka on the penalties, but he's got a hat-trick, and he now makes selection even harder to try and work out going forward, which nice headaches to have, you would have to say. Right, Naka, off you come, son. Another good day at the office. We'll bring on Lenny. Keep him active. Everyone's covering my happy birthday, Rob. I think he meant it's his birthday on the game. But who knows? School jotters. Oh, geez. Oh, feed the bear. Feed the bear. You need to get... you need to have a wee toot, mate. You get your patter sharpened up again. Although no more talking about honey again like you were last night. You naughty boy. Steve Cook recently signed for Notts Forest. We were talking up the idea of bringing him in as captain under Howe. It's so funny, though, Connor. Like, we were. Who'll be the dominant centre half? How will know him inside out? How even needed to bring, not just, his merry men, all 20 of them, but he needed to bring players with him as well. He was, I think, all the hallmarks of potentially a bit of a wee bit weak. He's got form for it. He toiled at Burnley. He was back at Bournemouth after only a matter of months, wasn't he? I think he was just under a year at Burnley. And then back to Bournemouth. Obviously, he did a spectacular job there. Robert Laidlaw, it was his 21st on the 30th of January 2002. Monty says he was 30. I drew down who's younger than that, Monty. I've got to say, mate. I've got to say. Nothing wrong, though, with that. 6-0. What a start in the league. Still level pegging on points, but 85 goals in 26 games. Are you not entertained? Come on. Eh? Come on. We're doing all right here. Kieran comes in with another interesting point. We got Ange, despite the board. Glad the how thing went pear-shaped. Now, I think we all can agree with the second part. I've got a feeling the Ange appointment they thought was going to be the old cronies. I think they thought, oh, he's a recommendation of the City group. He'll come in. It'll be a big opportunity for him, and he'll not rock the boat. Whereas what's happened is he's got every single bit fan, and they're dug on side, and basically it's put an absolute wave of pressure on the board to back everything he does, because they didn't back him properly in the summer by appointing him so late. They never brought any backroom team with him, when they were going to bring Eddie Howe and all his merry men. So I think now in January, it's actually suited Postecoglou. I think he holds a lot of aces. And, the month, like I was saying on Monday Club, check it out on YouTube. I'm not like teasing. But on the Monday Club this week, I was like, January's in its infancy and we've got 3 players. Normally we're happy to get 3 players, or not happy, but we'll put up with getting 3 players on the last day of the window. So the signs are telling me that right now, Ange Postecoglou is ruling the roost at Celtic right now. And it's refreshing. It's brilliant. And when you look back in history, when Brendan Rodgers ruled the roost, we were successful. When Martin O'Neill ruled the roost, we were successful. Strachan is the only example you can think of that goes against that. That we was extremely successful in spite, I would say, of the downsizing we did at that time. Pato says, I love this gossip. Dermot Desmond never forgave Martin O'Neill for outwitting him. O'Neill agreed on 1-year rolling contract with wages tied to results and titles and doubles and trebles in European finals. True story. There you go. Pato with the exclusives. Love it. Chelsea, that's a bit derogatory. Surely you've got more money than that. You've only spent 4.1 million. Come on. Call it 2 or 2.2. I couldn't get it to slow down there. This is the old bus tonight. You know it, Robert, mate. This is the old school bus. Reds in is getting this window where Ange really needs gets to put a side together. And we're only 6 points off our first position. Well, exactly, mate. Exactly. And you only need to look. Because they're all going to chase me out the dugout, And as, even though I was behind and we got scalped at Ibrox 5-1, I've turned the corner. If I can turn the corner, Ange is more than capable of turning around a 6-point deficit. 54 watching live. This is madness for an impromptu show. Thank you to you all. I love this. Love it. There's not one fan I know who doubts Ange. The way he conducts himself has won every one of us over within months. The glory days are coming. Kyogo, I effing love you with that comment there. And, he's not far wrong. There's such a feel-good vibe for a team that is 6 points behind. It's unprecedented, and it's something that we should be really excited about. Michael Mitchell, yes, mate. Good to have you with us again. Dyla, successful while trying to improve the overall playing squad. Yeah, again, it was in spite of the both his success, but his European failures will obviously haunt him. Obviously not winning a treble, getting a double 1 year, and then perhaps wrongly put out of one of the tournaments in the semis. Was he not? He was manager then with the Inverness Cali save, wasn't he? Or defender who'd made the save, I should say. The handball is what I'm trying to say, really. But Strachan got last 16 of the Champions League twice whilst downsizing. That is, with hindsight, quite incredible. And I think the board thought they could repeat that trick, and that was foolish, Conor McCann, if you've not missed it or you've been missing the shows, mate, Dudek is a dud. We went with a young Greek goalkeeper called Vasilis Barkas. No, I'm only kidding. He's called Dennis. I call him Dennis because I don't know how to pronounce Dionysus. Dennis sounds better. Dennis Shirtis. He's a bit of a cult hero in the game, if I'm honest. I tapped into my championship manager knowledge when I signed him, as opposed to going for someone that everyone's heard of. Half a century, Monty. Well done. Beautiful. You know it, Monty. 50 candles. Love it. Liam Shaw away at Motherwell on loan, Monty's saying as well. I know. I just think it's a brilliant, refreshing move. I think it's brilliant for Celtic. I think it's very good for Motherwell. And I think it's a great move for the development of Liam Shaw as well, because not too often we've loaned out players to lower leagues in England where slightly different styles of football. We've not got as close an eye on them. Certainly the fans don't. Whereas it's going to be great to know how Liam Shaw's progressing for the next 5 months because he's going to be right under our nose and he's playing in the league that Celtic operate in rather than one of the lower leagues. I was talking about on Monday the Luke O'Connell one. He's 2-3 leagues down. He's been now 2 years in a row. It seems awfully strange, but I just think in the past we've not utilised the SPFL enough for loaning out players, and I'm quite enthused by that loan deal. I don't know how everyone else is feeling. We all believe in the boss, the man, the head honcho, and Bhoycie we trust. Well, who did you think I meant? Love it, Paul, mate. Love it. Right. Any more changes we should make? Anyone else struggling for fitness? Look how fit the squad is. All in the 90% after an hour still. Glorious to see. Everyone's adapting to Bhoycie ball. Is that a thing, Bhoycie ball? Bit far. It's a bit far. Pato with more inside exclusives. I love this. He says after Seville, the board wanted to bail out because his bonuses, I think that means O'Neill out. I think so. Because his bonuses were annoying Desmond. Celtic took on Lawwell after Seville to downsize the club. We've been downsizing since. In decline since Seville. We all know it. I think there's an argument there. I think, what was it? He was brought in 2003 summer. David Fernandez, am I right in thinking that, for $1 million, and Juninho? Or was Juninho the year later? Juninho was the year later, wasn't he? He was brought in on a free to replace Henrik. And Henri Camaro on loan. Martin O'Neill must have been pulling his hair out by then. See, when you look back at that, that is downsizing. 100%. Yeah, Sid Cubs CMO 102 Legends. Follow him on Twitter. That is the handle. He says, I was going to come and offer my advice, but it looks like you're doing okay for once. We've turned the corner. We've turned the corner, Legends. Connor, mostly caught up later, but think of an episode behind this one. Greek goalkeepers are notoriously good business, just like Big Barkey. You know the one. It's been worthwhile loaning players to other top division clubs in the past. Christie Aberdeen and Eirik Kilmarnock. It's amazing to think we've not utilised it more when you've got those two prime examples right in front of you, Michael, isn't it? And they're recent examples, and both of them came back and enhanced our first team after their loan spells. That's what gets me the most. It's not like both of them developed into slightly better players and went on to have decent careers. Both of them improved Celtic's first team for those loan spells, so as well as improving as a player themselves. So it's a no-brainer to me. And, with Shaw, I liked what I seen against Betis. I thought he looked very tidy. Oh dear, right. As long as it doesn't have to pay the painter, that'll never get old. Stuart Elliott, what's his age? Oh, God, do we need to do this? He was born in 1978. Yes! We'll do some data, boys, in a bit. We'll do some data, boys. We'll hit 40 minutes on the live stream, and we'll do some data, boys. Of course we will. Of course we will. 6 goals scored by Celtic again. This is getting a wee bit easy. Although, are the other mob keeping in tow with us? Are they on our coattails still? Or are they falling behind yet? Sheatus, we need you, mate. In you come. Nakamura, yes. That is good news. Nakamura and Sheatus both brought in to our European squad, which is really, really good. Kieran again sent Hendo out to County and it's not worked. He's now at Hibs. A loan move to Hibs a year or two ago might have been better. Yeah, probably. But to be fair, we lent out Hjelde to Ross County and pressed so much Leeds United. Started sniffing about. So, some you'll win, some you won't. But certainly, I'm not saying everyone's going to be a hit. But I certainly think it's an avenue we could be using more as loaning players in the same league. If they've got aspirations of playing in Celtic's first team, then why not loan them to teams in our league? And hell, they're going to have plenty of suitors, aren't they? And I don't mean John suitors. Shaw, like Mikey Johnson, just needs to be playing games every week. Contact, won't be able to hang about tonight. Keep the faith, lads. Bhoycie knows what this club's means. Your words of encouragement, Con, mean the world to me, mate. And yes, it is. It's 69 points apiece at the top of the league after 27 games. Wow, we are going to the wire. Hearts at home next, Dundee away next, and then Celtic Rangers. Geez, This is tight. Monty, he knows a player. D'Alessandro, he's a genius. You're right, he is. He is a genius. Hilda's not had much of a sniff at Leeds. He joined their under-23 squad. But from Celtic B team to Ross County to then Leeds United under-23 squad is probably a decent advert, for loaning out to the SPFL if you're getting in English Premier League teams, under their sort of radar. And even if it is under-23 squad for now, he's probably on a really tidy wage and will have aspirations of getting into that first team squad. Monty, on a different note, he's back to the game. Andres D'Alessandro. Yeah, we're already interested. So someone suggested him before. Let's make a bid. Second nationality Italian, which means no work permit issues either. Yeah, he'd be fun to sign, wouldn't he? He would be fun to sign. Pato's back in. Look, 2003, lost narrowly to Porto in a UEFA Cup final. Beat Liverpool on the way. Following year, Porto won the Champions League. Year after, Liverpool won the Champions League. That Celtic team was exceptional. Would have won the 2003 with Lubo or with a keeper, Pato, but I hear what you're saying. It was an exceptional team. And another couple of £5-6 million signings added, albeit it was a slightly aging side. But I think, a couple of mid-20 again, £5-6 million players on O'Neill at that point had an outstanding eye for a player, the right fit for that Celtic team. And who knows what we could have done. The Red Bar, he says the 2003 team wasn't that great. They did nothing in the Champions League. Well, I mean, we did lose in the Champions League under O'Neill as well. Some of the teams we beat during that time as well, I would have to disagree with you there. I think it was a very strong side, to be completely honest with you. Liverpool now were very average. Of course they were. We beat Barcelona in 2004. No doubt Ronaldinho was average as well. I hear you. Donny boy, we can all dream, mate, of trying to sign Iniesta, Xavi and Sergio Busquets, or Soggy Biscuits as you're calling him. Philip DeMarco, he still feels he got cheated in the 2003 final. The other reason we got beat is because we had the original Bricky for a keeper. Yeah, I tend to focus on the keeper side as opposed to getting cheated. I think Porto, to me, were a streetwise team. I'm not saying I approve of their antics, because I don't, but they knew how to see the game out, which at times in Europe, particularly away from home, we were just a wee bit naive. Barcelona had 2 players sent off against Celtic. Is that in the game we beat them? Or is that when we drew at the new camp? Or, which one? Let me know in the comments as well. I don't think it's as poor a side as you're making out, Red Baron. I certainly don't. I don't think you think they were. It's certainly in Scottish football terms, a great side. I'm sounding like Martin O'Neill. I absolutely do. And I absolutely do. Right, here we go. Mark Anthony in the form of his life. He's been inspired. The front three just score goals, don't they? How's the fitness? Everyone's fit, firing. Steve Guppy's been used moderately. League Cup semi coming up, though. Might make a couple of wee changes. Bring in Mark Kerr for a laugh. Neil Lennon, why not? We're playing well enough to take some chances, I feel. Yes, we did, Connor. We had to bring an 18-year-old lad on who scooped the ball over Saviola at one point. Never couldn't believe his confidence, David Marshall, when he did that. Regardless, Red Baron, whether the 2007 Celtic did much better in the Champions League, O'Neill's team absolutely pumped them. Caldwell McManus against Henrik Larsson and Chris Sutton. Oh, come on. Let's just behave a wee bit here. Let's behave a wee bit. I know you're trying to talk down because you support the other team, and I'm all for a wee bit of debate. But trust me, out of the two teams, O'Neill's team is head and shoulders above Gordon Strachan's, albeit Strachan's Champions League feats eclipsed Martin O'Neill's side. Yes, they did. But trust me, there was one side that was better, and it was O'Neill's. For that, there is no doubt about it. Right. Just conscious of this League Cup semi-final, because we don't want to, you know, we want to win every trophy available. We don't want to go out to semi-final stages, you know. Oh, it's all went quiet. O'Neill had a lot more money, therefore he had a better team because he brought in better players. You're agreeing with me. It's great. Feed the Bear says game. I don't know what he's game for. Bouncing to see the game. I like it, I like it, I like it. The game on. Where's this going, Feed the Bear? He's bouncing to see the game on. Waiting for the next comment to come in. Right, another good win though for us. Nakamura, 9 assists in 16 games. He's actually playing a bit like he did when he was at Celtic, isn't he? He's a great supply for goals. You know, the amount of times he would twist one way, twist the other, twist one way, twist the other again, and just set yourself up for a brilliant wee curling cross for someone to knock it down for a Scott McDonald or a very good of Hesslink to header it or blast it home from close range. Good times, good times. Right, Hearts, Hampden Park. Red Baron, Bhoycie, you see my sound, lad. I do my best, mate. I do my best. I'm all for a bit of debate, to be fair. I don't care who you support. I'm not going to turn on people because they support another team. Some of my best mates support the other team, so that's life, you know. I don't hate them. I don't need to hate people I don't know. I'm more than happy to have a wee bit of chat. In comes CMO, one of two legends. He's based down south, of course. A question for everyone. Who's played for Celtic and Tottenham? Robbie Keane, Ramon Vega, anyone else? Yeah, there is. There's more. Let's have a wee think. Joe Hart, Cameron Carter-Vickers. There's 2 already. Did Joe Hart even play for Spurs? Maybe not. Maybe it just was in the third choice there. Wanyama, yeah, because he went the other way. Oh, very good question. I like this. Victor Wanyama. Good shout, Red Baron. Victor Wanyama, he's played for both. I'm trying to think. Should have been Ginola. We were talking about that last night. If only. If only. Right, Ambrosini's in. Petrov straight back in. Naka, got to have you playing, mate. Henrik, got to have you playing. Look at that. He's averaging an 8.51. Alfie Conn, no play for Celtic and Spurs. I really don't know. I really don't know. We were always linked to that Verm, getting that goalie when we were under Brendan Rodgers, weren't we? But he never joined. Paul Robinson, I don't think so, mate. I'm trying to think of any others. Red Baron's asking, what do I think of Celtic signings? I think there's a lot to be encouraged about. I think, Ange, obviously we can't expect the Kyogo effect with all of the signings. I think we need to be realistic on that. You know, they're coming from Japan. They've just played a full season. It's a complete culture shock for Japan to Scotland. Although Ange tellingly did say in a press conference last week, Japanese players travel well. So he's got, and he gave a few examples, I think, of other ones across Europe. And I think that is definitely going to be something we put on Ange, that the signing he's made, he's got full trust of us. And if, you know, I think that they're to be excited about. One of them was the top scorer in the league, you know. He had more goals than Kyogo, and Kyogo's been a revelation. Whether fans from other teams like him or not, I couldn't give a monkeys. He's been absolutely outstanding for us so far. So, yeah, I think they're very exciting signings. The Martin Boyle one's not going away. First brought up on the Bhoycie bus, I think, a week and a half ago. Me and Jonathan were talking about it. It seems to have grown arms and legs since then. Not that we were ITK, we were just speculating, really. We'll leave that to other people to be in the know. you know. But so far I'm enthused by the signings, and it looks like Ange's got full sway on them. I would like to see one, if not both, of the loan signings made permanent this month as well. That's where I'm at. And then if we were to make one more signing, then yeah, Martin Boyle for me. Oh, Andy Kirk's goal is offside. Went to the CMO, two legends were there at the game as Ginola ruined Wimbledon. Klinsmann scored 4. I remember that game. I was obsessed with Klinsmann when I was young. Obsessed with him. I had Spurs strips growing up because of Klinsmann. So I used to always do the dive. Absolute legend. 4 goals at Wimbledon to keep them up. He came back on loan for the second half of the season to Spurs, didn't he? Tempestuous D getting back to Celtic. He says, what position do you think we should strengthen next, Bhoycie? I don't know if you're talking about Angie's team or mine. If we're talking about Angie's team, I would certainly still go with a right-sided player so far. Forrest. Injury record hasn't been great so far this season. And Abada, I think, looks more effective through the middle, if I'm honest. Gary Hooper was in the Tottenham youth setup. He was. That's very clever shout, Paul McFarlane. Very clever. He definitely was. Catch you later, Monty. Take it easy, mate. And as always, thank you for jumping on the Bhoycie bus, mate. It was an impromptu show tonight, but we do appreciate you jumping on for the 46 minutes that you have. Right, who wants to play some Date of Boys? Any player from the era of the game we're playing right now. So players from around 2000 to 2002. Hit me with a player. I will tell you what year they were born. Within about 5 to 6 seconds. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, that's naughty, Philip DeMarco. John Hughes, 1964, I'm going to say. I could be wrong. That is a tricky one to start us off. Milan Baros, Stephen Hamilton. 1981. 1981. He might be 82. Clarence Seedorf, 1976. Right, we'll check those 3 first. Right, first up, John Hughes. That is a rascal move from Del Piero. Get in there, 64. That's him, like. Sweeper defender. Yes. This one, though, I'm beginning to think was 82, and I said 81. I'm sticking with 81. Baros, don't let me down. Yes. Yes. Clarence Seedorf, I said 1976. That one relatively straightforward, I think. 1976. Yes. Laurent Blanc. You're killing me, Michael Mitchell. I'm going to say 1965. It could be wrong. Oh, no. Laurent Blanc. He's got it. Juninho Paulista. We'll get that one. 1973. Juninho Paulista. 1973. Get in there. Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I see what you're doing, the Red Baron. He's 1975. 100%. 100%. I know it. He is 1975. It's the first thing I thought when I seen him rejoin Rangers. There you go. February 75. We'll do a couple more. Pato's in there. He says Dimitri Karin. Jesus, you're killing me. 1968. I want to say 68. Yes. Tommy Johnston. Good one. He was 1971. 1971. Yes, just January. Jeez, oh. Mark Butcher, we did this the other day. 1980. Terry Robb, could you do this at Mastermind? Well, I did send in an application and they never got back to me. Terry, there is some background information for you. Last one, we'll do Gary McGregor's. Jari Litmanen, and he's the same year as Henrik Larsson and Tommy Johnson. He's 1971. You better be. Yes. There we go. That will do it for another night. We don't want to run out of players, but that was good fun. Thank you for all the suggestions. You're keeping me on my toes with these. I like it. Gets the old mind ticking. But yes, that was good fun. But we'll call it there for another edition of Date of Boys. 10 minutes to go. Will we get this Ipswich game in? Oh, I think we will. I think we will. Scottish Cup 4th round, another convenient draw. Teresa says, very well done. Thank you. Appreciate it. Philip de Marcos says, superb. CMO tells I can't handle the year of birth game. I'm leaving. It is fucked up, isn't it? It's not right. It is not right. Very well done, says Red Scotland. It's good entertainment though as well, isn't it? It's a wee bit something different. Just throw it in the mix, break up the streams. Gordon Strachan, I'll be honest, I generally don't know. I don't think he was playing in this era. Strachan, I've called the game as well, so I'm gonna look after myself for that one. If I was guessing, what would you say? 62 maybe? 62. See, he's a non-player. 57. There you go. He must have been playing till he was well into his 40s. Jeez, so. Stephen Thompson says it's a brilliant game. It is a good laugh. Celtic mastermind. You host with two fans playing each other. It's not the worst shout in the world, Paul. Not the worst shout. I'm suspicious. I think you've got a laptop to the side and you're looking up on the fly. I think that's meant to say. Honestly, I just don't. I'm doing it like in real time here. I'm doing it in real time, man. I can't be typing. You see me typing when I'm typing it into the game. I'm not quick enough to type it into both. I wish. And so does my manager at work. They wish I could type that fast, but sadly I cannot. We'll make some changes again. Get Neil Scally in. I think he should be good enough to beat Partick Thistle. What do we think? Yeah, absolutely. Still like a left-hand sided centre-back. Do you know that? Red Scotland. I did not know this. Strachan won Player of the Year in the English Premier League at the age of 40. Unreal. I didn't know that. That is impressive. Rio Ferdinand's interested in a move to Celtic. What do we think? I mean, he's not played many games. Has he been injured? Yeah, he has. We'll bid for him anyway. Still, he's unhappy. We may as well try. Imagine if we got him for 5.75 million. That would be unbelievable. We've rested Henrik for this Scottish Cup tie as well. I'm not taking it seriously. But yeah. The Red Barn, we put this up for debate. He says, Bhoycie and all the Celtic fans, if you could have one Rangers player at Celtic, who would it be? It's a tough one. I know everyone wants to just be petty and say, no one. We don't want any of them. We hate them all. I will indulge your question. Why not, Red Baron? If there was one that I would want, it's tough. And it's not tough because, you're just trying to think of one player. I mean, I think, shit. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's awkward because you've just built up a dislike for a lot of them as well. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just being honest. You do. Kamara in the midfield would fit. Yeah, he would fit nicely. I don't know who suggested that. In fact, it was the Red Barn who suggested. I think he would. Michael Mitchell, that's maybe an even better shout for balance. Left back, we could still strengthen there. Barisic would strengthen it. He would strengthen the left back, yeah. And I get Red Scotland, I would not have a single. But just in a parallel universe, so let's say they've never played for Rangers. How about that? We just know of these players. Edit, I'd have Morelos because nobody else will take him. Rio Ferdinand is a Celtic fan. Yes, we know that is to be true. He was in Australia with Man United, and he was the only one to recognise Paul McStay. I think it was at an airport or a football academy thing or something. And he was straight over and he was asking Paul McStay for his autograph and stuff, which is so cool. And apparently Paul McStay was very, very humbled by that. Just a humble guy, Paul McStay, and a far better footballer than Rio Ferdinand. There you go. Bring on Bobby for the ageing Steve Guppy, who's done his job again today with aplomb. I think his backup left back. I think the $5.5 million we brought in for Alan Thompson was justified with hindsight, guys. I don't know how you all feel. Kenny thinks Aribo. I've been impressed with him this year. I think he's playing well. Pato agrees with the Barisic shout. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Barisic now a wee bit more. I think Kamara very much does the Callum McGregor job, and I would probably pick McGregor still over Kamara if I'm honest. I think he's more of an attacking threat, but I think can keep play flowing just as well as Kamara can. So I think McGregor ticks a couple more boxes for me. Barisic though would probably get in the team. So yeah, I think that was a decent debate though. It was interesting. It got me thinking. It got me thinking. Scottish Cup's got me thinking. It's got me thinking of quadruples. And there is a chance we could win a quadruple, guys. Never give up. And right now, we're in a League Cup final. We're top of the league, smashing goals past teams. I mean, it was 4-0 against Hearts. Look at our recent results. 6-0, 6-1, 4-0, 2-0, 3-0. This is outstanding. And the UEFA Cup Battle of Britain double header is just going to have enough time to be played tonight on the Bhoycie bus. How about that? We are going to play the UEFA Cup 4th round, I believe it is. Tie. It's the last 16 UEFA Cup, and we are going to play against Ipswich Town in a Battle of Britain over 2 legs tonight on the Bhoycie bus before we go. Can we make the quarterfinals of the UEFA Cup? Can we go and get to that final just as Martin O'Neill's team did? People are asking if we're challengers. Of course we're challengers. Oh, and we have managed to forge with our brilliant results recently a 2-point advantage. Rangers slipped up at Easter Road. A late equaliser from Neil McCann as well, who's having a very good season, to be fair. 9 goals, 9 assists. Not bad for him, I would have to say. Paul Kiley comes in and he balances the debate perfectly. Paul Kiley, what Celtic player with the Red Baron like at Rangers? It's only fair we ask that, Red Baron. It is only fair we ask. And same 102 Legends. It's so true. Oh, I'm excited by this. Berbatov being granted a work permit. I didn't think he would. In Berbatov comes. Never had him before, so I'll be intrigued by this one. Do you think Tarico? He's at Ipswich. He starts the game at Spurs, and for some reason he always transfers to Ipswich. And yes, you are right, Legends. Your house is safe. I'm off to bed. Peace out, boys. So you didn't answer our question, Red Baron. You naughty boy. Off to bed. Proper nostalgia. William Doblin of the Endless Celts podcast. Give them a follow, by the way. Class show. They did the Chase special recently. It's had way over 1,000 hits. It was outstanding on YouTube. Proper nostalgia. I've bought and played every FM and Chatman since, but I think I may have to go back and play this. It's a free download, William. There's no excuse, mate. And you love it. There's no enough time to answer that, Russ. I know. We've seen him sneaking out there, didn't he? The Baron, the naughty guy. Oh, come on. He's came in. He's indulged in the chat. Of course, he's going to have views that are different from us, but who cares? CMO 102 Legends, very interested to see how Berbatov does. Again, I've never signed him, and I've never seen him progress very well. Me neither, but the fans wanted it. And I thought, you know what? Why not give the fans what they want? I'll be very intrigued to see how Berba does in a Celtic shirt. Also, CMO 102 Legends, in real life, Berbatov was linked with Celtic around 2000, 2001. There you go, when he was at Leverkusen. So, I nearly said in Germany, in Leverkusen, in Bayer. Sounding a bit Alan McAnally there. Right, who have we got now? Dundee away. I might mix it up a wee bit just because the game might just want his balls tickled a wee bit because we've not done much. It's not a game for Nakamura. It most definitely is a game for Henrik Larsson, though. Bobby comes back in. A gap, please. Agahawa. Bhoycie, the spelling is shocking, mind you. I think you've spelt it right, mate. I think you spelt it right. But yeah, he signed for someone else for like 7 million. I think we've seen this last night. He went to Panathinaikos. 7.5 million. He is on the shortlist, though. We'll keep tabs on him, don't worry. Was he not linked to come with Petrov? No, I think it was Milan Petkov that was linked to come with Petrov. He went to AEK Athens, though. But it was at the same time. I'm sure it was him, Petkov. Looks a good player in this, to be fair. But it was definitely Petkov and Petrov are linked at the same time. As much as Neil Yelland was on earlier having a laugh about it, there was actually a bit of truth that Petkov was linked with Celtic. Beto Carranza scores an Argentine international at Dundee. Just frightening. What a team that was back then. Henrik's at the woodwork. John, big bad John. What a season he's having. Come on. We need to get the win. We've got a 2-point cushion now. We don't want to give it up straight away. Got to, it's a test of our mettle here as well. Oh, it's tense, isn't it? Big bad John on the stroke at half time. We go 2-1 up. Oh, fuck off, Beto. Big bad John hat trick. Yes. It's not been the most convincing display, although there has been a lot of good, individual performances. Maybe bring on Steve Guppy. Just for that experience, that bit of know-how on the left. Henrik, that was a chance. All right, okay, I'm joking. I didn't mean to shout at you, Henrik. I didn't mean to moan. I'm sorry. Come on. Brilliant. Brilliant, guys. We have done it. Was Berbatov eligible for that game? No, he wasn't. That's fine. Still injured, so that's okay. Here we go. We travel down to Ipswich Town. Who's up for that? Who is up for that? Rangers win 2-0. 29 games played. There's 2 points in it. It's quite realistic of the time. There was a couple of seasons, obviously, where it was neck and neck, so that's good. Adam Beanie Smith comes in. Russ, do you remember Dream Team back in the day on Sky One? Harchester United, Carl Fletcher, Goal Machine. Yes, mate. It was a good show. I think you can still catch up on it on... Maybe it's just you need to try and search it on Google, actually. I'm not sure. But yeah, that would be funny to watch a few episodes. There's an interesting question from Red Scotland. Did Henrik, did he merit a statue? I wonder... What is he? Club's second highest ever goal scorer? Third highest, something like that. It's got to be up there. If ever they were debating statues, Henrik's name's got to be mentioned, doesn't it? Realistically. Gonna put Naka in there. Sorry, Scally. I like you and all that, but I'm going with Ambrosini. He's a big name player. Big money signing. Carl Fletcher told me to fuck in a pub in Twickenham. Was a lifeguard there. Do you mean fuck off? I hope you mean fuck off for that, Legends. I hope that's what you mean. It'd be very strange if he told you just to do that, mate. You've got a Harchester zippy with your initials on. I'll send it to you, Bhoycie. You don't have to, mate. I believe you. 100% Larson deserves a statue, and it will happen one day, hopefully sooner rather than later. Fair comment. Fair comment. I would love to see that happen as well. Here we go then. Portman Road. Oh! It's like Barry Davies commenting right now. You know what I mean? I can't do a Barry Davies impression. Or Motson, some of that. All absolutely stunned that a Scottish team could have the lead against a mighty English Premier League side. Oh, Sutton! And it's 2! Get in there. Mickey McGurk, yes, Bhoycie, classic game. It is a classic game. You're absolutely right. We'll be doing proper Celtic debate again tomorrow on the Double Doon show. Don't worry about that. We do a topical show, but we like to have a bit of fun in the meantime as well with the CMO 102 stuff. And you know what? I think that's all fair game as well. Teams in bits, mate. What are you playing at, says Daniel McSee. You know, trust the process, mate. They're just getting used to my training schedule. Titus Bramble with a goal back for Ipswich. Remember Titus Bramble? Cost Newcastle a fair penny at one point, I am sure. Henrik, proving the doubters. Is he really world class? Is he really? There's him doing it on a cold night in Ipswich. Where is Ipswich? Is that Norfolk or something? I don't have a clue. Bring on Mark Antony. 3-1 away from home in the Battle of Britain, though. Take them back to Celtic Park. We're going to scalp them into the quarterfinals of the UEFA Cup after going out to Haka, remember, in the Champions League qualifier when everyone thought this is going to be a disaster. He will probably get one overtime. He's a legend, Larson. I agree with that, Feed the Bear. I agree with that. And yes, Ipswich is Norfolk, east of England. Fair enough. All good. And we have just went there and took them to school. Dominant display. Absolutely dominant. A goal and an assist from Chris Sutton, who's having the best season I've ever had of him in my life. 35 goals in 37 games. Henrik can't even live with that. He's got 22 and 38, but he's got 14 assists as well. Although Sutton's up there with 10 assists. Unbelievable. Who else? Didier Gat with his 15th assist of the season. Good numbers. Good numbers. I right, Didier, you're getting that as a clause. 15 million minimum. Kaylee Mitchell, Bhoycie is the man. No being on Axum. Let it rip, son. Legend. Some players you've got on there. Signed To Madeira. Kaylee knows the game. And you know what? Let it rip. You're right, Kaylee. Absolutely. Not letting the other pod hold me back. Don't you worry about that. It's difficult being the only real one when you're not on it anymore, you know? I'm only joking about that, but I'm only joking. I think they're doing very well without me. I'm sure they are. Feed the Bear. Remember when Larson came back? He scored. He never celebrated. But the Celtic support cheered him. He's an absolute legend. Totally get it. And the Red Baron can't think of a Celtic player that would get in the Rangers team. The question was, who would you take, though, mate? If you can't think of one Celtic player that you would have at Rangers, then that's a bit of a cop-out. When you asked the question, we were all fair with you and answered. Come on, Baron. You're better than that, mate. You can get an updated player database for this, by the way, current season. I am playing it right now, Mickey McGurk, up to date as well. I'm Manchester United currently in the up-to-date version. It's crazy money that's involved. You would love statues of all the Lisbon Lions lined up the Celtic way with Billy at the bottom and Steen at the top. Nice idea. And that's brilliant, Pato. I like it. 3-1 away, though. What a win that was. And, you know, I need to kind of look at this now and think, maybe, Johan, you deserve your new deal after all. I didn't want to give you a new deal till 2007, considering you'll be 36, but hey-ho. And the big games come thick and fast now as the Bhoycie Bus wins Manager of the Month for the 6th time out of 7 months. Chris Sutton wins Player of the Month for the 3rd month in a row. Understandable, by the way. And Di Giacomo, remember him at Kilmarnock? He wins Young Player of the Month. He's having a good season, to be fair. Larson out for a long time after his leg break, so his goal tally was over 6 years. Chris Boyd took 20 seasons to equal it and finally pass Henke's record haul. Oh, we all know that. Don't worry. Henrik was... They're not even in the same conversation. Not even in the same conversation. Big Sutty, flying, mate. Valued at 5.25 now. No mean feat in the Scottish League, so well done, Sutty, as Henrik always called him. Right, we'll play this game for an hour and 10 minutes again. What is my life? I just love all this, you know that. Love it. The question still remains, can we win a quadruple? It's looking more and more likely. It is looking more and more likely. £900 for Johnny Gould. It seems a fair price to me. How is our finances? We should be doing all right. 21 million in the coffers. Not bad at all. Oh, well, we put Berbatov on the bench for what used to be known as the Old Firm Derby back at this point. Ipswich after that. Yeah, I think Berbatov on the bench, defo. Let's fucking have them, eh? Let's have them. Come on. Extra time, Bhoycie, extra time. It certainly is that, mate. Sutton was a speaker at the St. Roch's anniversary. That's class. In the Kerrydale a few months back, the big man certainly doesn't struggle to hold a room. No, he's just top drawer, isn't he? He is just top drawer corner. And that's class that he did that for the old St. Roch's as well. Sutton the king, Oliver Taylor must be sold in the summer. Philip, you are at it. You are at it. Oh, Bhoycie signed GVB. I don't think I'll manage to attract him to Celtic. I'll try. He'd be a good signing for us. Not sure what William Poole is talking about, mate. There we go. Right. Let's have it. Let's have them. Let's do it. Come on. Where's the encouragement from the stands? Robert Laidlaw hashtagging the 20 million again. You are naughty. Evening says Arthur Live FC Forum. He was watching The Apprentice. Get your priorities right, Arthur. No, I'm only kidding, mate. Good to have you with us for the tail end of the stream. Couple of big games still to go. Obviously, none more so than this. We could go 5 points clear in the league, which would be good. And then we play. Oh, Mark Anthony scored. And then we play Ipswich in the second leg, which we've got a commanding lead in the UEFA Cup 4th round. It's for a place in the quarterfinals. That'll be our final game of tonight's stream. So you've came for the big games, Arthur. I like your style, mate. I like it. Nakata would have been the signing needed to seal the quadruple. If Paul McFarlane, I would need EBTs to sign GVB. William, mate, you were doing so well, but I'm afraid you are blocked. William Poole, see you later, mate. Off you go now. Ta-ta, and enjoy watching without being able to comment. Just sad when you cross that line, mate. Sad when you cross that line. There's no need for it. And it's not how we roll on the bus. As we've had a bit of banter with the Baron earlier. You know, bit of to and fro. I don't mind that. It's a Celtic site after all. They're going to get more leeway than Rangers fans, to be fair. But if it's all good banter, then I'm all for it. But yeah, I'm not going to put up with that shite, mate. I'm sorry. Let's see what Berbatov can do on his debut. This is a first for me. I've never had Berbatov in this game. Sutton hit it into orbit. Unlike him this season, it's usually been orbit of the back net, of the back of the net. Yeah, I think that's fair comment, Robert Laidlaw. I do. 4 minutes to go. It's not been our best display of the season, but it's not been Rangers either, to be fair. Don't let them get something out of this. Berbatov over the bar. Yes! We get through with a 1-0 win. 2 wins out of 3 against them, and it's a 5-point gap at the top. Liam Cole is in the building. We'll just be talking about you, son. We know that you are on the Double Down show tomorrow, and we look forward to it. John Tomlinson, another endless sell. Yes, mate. And he says, yes, get in there, Bhoycie. You know it, mate. Don't you worry about the spelling. All good, my man. Easy, easy, easy. Right, now to Ipswich Town for the final game of the stream. Can we get a place in the quarterfinals? 3-1. You would like to think we will be able to. A Gat want a minimum fee release clause has concerned me a wee bit. You know, you and me, Albie didn't want a minimum fee release clause. Although at 31, getting a contract till 2007, I think he knows I'm intimidated by him when he comes in the manager's office, big Johan for Rohan, isn't he? Michael Mitchell. He's saying superb. Bhoycie. Philip DeMarco, close your eyes. We are not doing it. Henrik's happy to stay. And stay he shall. Ipswich Town at home. 2 days to go. 2 days to go. Francis Baby, didn't know Jay from the in-betweeners as a Celtic fan. Oh, look at that at the end. What a shame. It is a real shame, mate. A real shame. But anyway, we'll see you later, son. It's that easy. Why come in and do that on a podcast? It's just to have a bit of a laugh, mate. And you've got to come in with filth like that. It's really sad. Mr. Paul's asking what he's watching. You're just watching the Bhoycie bus, mate, as we play some Championship Manager 2001, 2002. It's a good laugh, Mr. Paul. You might even enjoy it. You never know. But that's a shame, Beg Bear, whatever his name was, you know. Got to come in and say stuff like that. You just get to fuck, mate. It's that simple. I don't care. You know, we don't need you here. Hiding behind fake avatars and wanting to, you know, put in comments like that in someone else's podcast. Naughty, mate. You need to get a life. That's been my advice to you, son. Get a life. Or at least put your name on it if you want to start hurling abuse like that. You know what I mean? Tragic. Sad. But anyway, you're out my thoughts now, mate. It's time for Ipswich Town at home. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? Baroness Margaret Thatcher is asking if they're welcome. It's all about what you say, mate. All about what you say. Don't particularly like your title, mate. I'm guessing it's tongue-in-cheek. Kayleigh Mitchell. Yes, just sign me. Fuck it. Kayleigh, consider it done. You are in the first team squad alongside Henrik Larsson and Chris Sutton. Dreams do come true. Mr. Paul says, cool. Cool to you, my man. Daniel MC had forgotten about Momo Silla. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. That's good news for us, if that's the truth, Red Baron, because Veerman is meant to be a very, very good player. So it didn't take long to get rid of the Baroness Margaret Thatcher either. I mean, is that really what they're doing, just coming in on different accounts? Jeez, oh, it's sad. It's a sad, sad life. Anyway, it's easy for me. I just hit a block button. I don't need to see your shite anymore. Let's deal with Ipswich Town. Let's have a go. I'm tempted to play Naka, you know. I think I'm going to play Naka instead of Petrov. Just because he's been getting a lot of assists. Philip DeMarco says, I take Kayleigh has blocked me as I can't see her in the comments. Well, I don't know, mate. I will put it out there. Who's Kayleigh? Is it not Kayleigh? Kayleigh, have you blocked Philip DeMarco? If so, well played. Wright has scored for Ipswich Town. Mark Anthony equalises, gets in there. Yeah, 5 million does seem cheap for him, Red Baron, I've got to say. I'll just put up some laughter faces for now. It's 2-2. Chris Sutton's got another goal against Ipswich. He is enjoying himself. But at 2-2, it's tight. It's tight. It's not been as convincing as I thought. I actually thought we'd take them to school here. Do you know that? Been a wee bit disappointed with the display. Henrik, I've seen you play better as well, son. Now. Sutton's struggling for fitness. Get Maloney on. Douglas Hughes is innocent. He sure is. Final whistle goes. We've got through. That's the most important thing. I know what you're saying, CMO 1 and 2 legends. I was getting a wee bit nervous there as well, but we've done it. We're into the quarterfinals of the UEFA Cup. The team should be proud. Mark Kerr. What a display from him. An assist, a goal from Mark Anthony. Look at that. 19 and 19 starts. He's not done bad for a player signed for 140 grand. Chris Sutton with his 36th of the season. An astonishing campaign. Momo Silla played a 9. Well done, Momo. Proud of you, mate. Good display all round. Kaylee says has she deleted you or blocked you, Philip DeMarco, so there you go. Daniel MC says Ipswich in the UEFA Cup. Ipswich were legitimately in the UEFA Cup. They finished 5th, I'm sure, in the EPL in the 2000-2001 season. Their first year up under George Burley. It was mental how well they did. Marcus Stewart scored an absolute shed load for them. Anyway, that concludes the stream for tonight. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. The Bhoycie bus ride. It's been an hour and 21 minutes. It was an impromptu show. Thank you for everyone in the comments. We've blocked out the idiots. You know, we've had some good banter with Baron. So there you go. Obviously, if you support the other side, you're welcome on to come in and debate. If you want to be a walloper, you just get blocked. It's really straightforward. But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on Celtic, 5 points clear at the top of the league. We're focusing on Celtic in the quarterfinals of UEFA Cup. We're focusing on Celtic in the 5th round now of the Scottish Cup. And Celtic are in the final of the League Cup. All to be played for. I will be back. Exclusive. I will be back Sunday afternoon because there's no football. So we will make up for it and come back Sunday afternoon. And I'll put out a time out there. I'm probably thinking around 3-4 o'clock. But we will be back Sunday afternoon to play some of the bigger games in the CM stream. Thanks again to everyone who's watched. My name's Bhoycie. You've been on the Bhoycie bus. We'll pick you back up tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, for the Double Doon show. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit the like button. See you all later.